as the kick's away. Now Jones. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Who needs hope? Who needs hope when you got teams like this? Ooh! Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby. High five. Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Over. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll go to the keeper. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Detroit. Over.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Over! Watching that, Barney!
Kill.
He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Over! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
He's coming.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Watching now, Barney! Watching now, Barney! Over!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be caught. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
Well, he took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a fourth on second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
Gun! Here we go now. Blue 90. Watching now, Barney!
They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Bullet good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Detroit! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over, 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 over!
Now back to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big... play there for the Broncos. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll be inside the... red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone. Hot. Over, 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 over. Over, 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 over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll run it here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sua Cravens in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way. Down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Like 29.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over. Hut.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit. Over, 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 over.
Like 35.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Watch Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Over, 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 over! Watch you now, Barney, Barney!
Watch the edge.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch you now, Barney, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Gun, gun! Over!
Out of the gun now on third down. Going up top. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here we go. You gonna take?
Over!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.